last year, I reviewed a 2019 Toyota Sienna SE all-wheel drive. That was new for 2019. Now my review got the usual, or created the same usual amount of buzz as my other videos do, but I got a cool comment actually, and that was the fact that I was looking at the Toyota Sienna SE all wrong. Admittedly, the SE is the cooler version, right? It's got the skirt kits, it's got the mags, it's got the more aggressive front ends. But I didn't buy it because of the price. Now, as though kind of, well, Toyota obviously wasn't watching my video, but they did something for 2020, and that was introduced a trim on a trim, if you will, and it's this. This is the Nightshade version or package on the SE, which gives you, and it's fairly self-explanatory, black wheels, black mirror caps, black badge, lots and lots of black. So in my reinvigorated frame of mind, I was like, oh, I know what, I'm gonna drive around all week with that. Okay, so picture that magnetic band. Yes, magnetic, so it doesn't stick on the bumper. If it was red and it was an LED going back and forth. Do you see it? Is it kind of like, you know, the dad? I mean, everybody's been calling me Michael. Am I taking it too far this time? Anyway, base price for 2020 Toyota Sienna CE, $35,545. You can go all the way to the other end of the spectrum for an XLE Plus Limited for $54,385. SE front wheel drive, which is what this van is, starts at $42,945. It's an 8-passenger configuration. I'll show you that. The Nightshade package is an $860 premium, which isn't much. It also includes rear cross traffic alert for a grand total of $43,805. What's really weird about the Nightshade package is that no matter how I tried on Mazda's builder, if there's an AWD below the SE on a Sienna, you can't get the Nightshade package. I mean, that just kind of ruins it for me. Anyway, all right, so God love me, I can never get this power hatch to work when you do it manually, but it is a power hatch. Okay, I'm gonna try it from here. You see that base between the two seats? That is a place where you can actually anchor this seat. So the cool thing about this 8-passenger version is that you can have an actual bench for 3 across, or in my case with the 2 kids, 2 captain seats with extra cup holders, and there's still plenty of room to navigate or circulate between the two if you've got to come back here. Obviously back here there's more room than anybody really needs, and that's just there as a display to show that I just haphazardly threw that back there. Anyhow, the gist of the remainder of the video is that nothing's changed. Well, pretty much. Alright, because it's a Nightshade, it's got window shades too. No, I'm kidding. So there's another view of the base, another view of the location of where that jump seat is, if you will, that you can just pull right out. Alright, power doors, and then, I mean, I could complain about certain things missing in 2020, but this is an old van, obviously, so I'll just pull this out and plug it in here, start her up, and, well, everything is as everything was. Your screen, this, Apple CarPlay is included now, which is a blessing. Plenty of storage, cup holders and more, and big bin, and this thing is fantastic. And we actually took it on a good long road trip over the last week, so let's do that again. Much like the overall, you know, scenario with the Sienna, well, nothing's much changed in the way it drives. This thing still has the most powerful V6 available in the diminutive minivan category. 296 horsepower, 3.5 liter V6, 8-speed automatic. So this thing actually boogies, makes all kinds of noises when you really punch it. But because it's front wheel drive, I shouldn't be telling you these things because, well, you see, let's get down to real business, right? In my revised, renewed frame of mind, I'm very disappointed there's no turbo boost button. The screen doesn't actually talk to me when I'm bored and need some kind of plan or cook up a plan to catch the bad guys. Once more, have I taken it too far? Look, essentially, it's a Sienna. It's still really good to drive. The 8-speed automatic transmission sometimes hunts for gear. It doesn't like it when you're very decisive with the throttle. It's happened a few times where it kind of bumps into gear when it thought you weren't going to do that because it's trying to preemptively figure out what your mind frame is. Anyway, long story short, too late. It still drives really well. The sport tuned suspension, actually now that I've driven a few other minivans in between, is lovely. It's fine. I'm going to conclude with this. I've done a few road trips over the summer with my family and used mostly SUVs and only this one time a minivan. And the greatest lie we ever told ourselves as consumers, as parents, as car buyers, is that an SUV can replace a minivan. There's no way in hell. There is no SUV that can replace a minivan. You don't want a minivan because you think, oh, it's uncool and that's what my parents had, so you buy an SUV like everybody else. You're still not cool. You will be cool if you buy a minivan, especially a Sienna SE front-wheel drive with the Nightshade package. Because very, very few of them will be on the road. And actually, this thing got a lot of looks, far more than I thought. I parked out front of my house. I mean, my neighbors are used to seeing all kinds of things parked in front of my house. This one actually got a lot of attention. Like, people are walking up to it and they're like, what the hell is this black, evil-looking thing? Is it a spaceship? It's a Sienna. You know, it's one of the best minivans in the market. There aren't that many to opt or to select from. Well, somewhere between the Sienna and the Odyssey, you've pretty much got all your bases covered. Pacifica is still an interesting option. Grand Caravan is obviously the go-to because it's a fraction of the price of this and you get more or less the same equipment. You do get everything else that comes with the fact that it's a Grand Caravan, which is, yeah, anyway, that's it. But you know what? If I was to buy a minivan, which I'm seriously thinking about doing, if it's going to be petrol powered, I know it's a completely different price range, but I want a Sprinter 2500 4x4. That's it. That's what I want. And I don't think I'll have to convince the wife either. She likes the minivan. It's great with the kids. Anywho, that's it. Kit and Michael out.